Merry Christmas, everyone. We've got a special treat for you. A surprise episode of Family Recipes.
We all know the true meaning of Christmas. Poorly made food. And Hayden and I have got you covered.
So sit back, relax, grab a glass of noggy, and have a good time.
More noggy?
No, mate. No, shit.
Oh, there. You know how sometimes life doesn't turn out the way you thought it would? These embody that a lot.
It's the Family Recipes Christmas Special.
On a very special episode of Family Recipes, we've got our friend Meg, and she's sharing her family's recipe for fruit mince pies.
I hate fruit mince pies.
Don't worry about it.
Meg very kindly agreed to get on the vloer to talk about weird tasting pastries. Despite being on the other side of the world and also attending what seems to be quite a snazzy do. Meg?
Hello.
Meg, you are looking fancy.
Where are you, Meg?
I'm in a Scottish castle outside Edinburgh at a wedding. Here's Dan.
Yay! Happy birthday, Dan.
Happy birthday.
It's really not his birthday anymore.
So the castle has a library, which you found. Did you have to knock on a door to get into the library, or like?
You know what? I just walked in. I don't know if this is allowed.
I'm very curious, can you try and pull some of those books down? Because I feel like there's a secret doorway in there somewhere.
No, I'd definitely be arrested.
Meg, we'll let you get back to your wedding, but can you tell me, what have you got us cooking today?
Oh, right. So today you're making my mother's mince pies. I'm sure you've already seen that it's a very complicated recipe. So my mum would make these every Christmas. She does make these every Christmas. She's the only one who likes them. So I actually don't like them. Dan, who you saw before, does not like them. As far as I'm aware, my brother doesn't like them.
Oh, I'm excited.
However, they do appear every year. And then what I would eat, which I'm really hoping you're also going to do, is the little bits of pastry that you've got left over. You just scrunch them up into a ball and bake them and then eat those. It doesn't sound great, but it's just like, you know how the best bit of a pie is the top? It's just that, it's all top.
You were very specific about the utensil to use to cut out the top.
Yes. Now, I have this on my mum's authority. It must be a wine glass.
Okay.
So the idea is that you cut with the wine glass the circles, which is the bottoms. And if you do this correctly, I am told, you will then end up with a star shape between the circles. And this is what you place on top of the pie to form a Christmas star. Now,
if we've got time, there was also something about this recipe. The fruit mince, where it was bought from, was a very specific place.
Now, listen, this has become very controversial in the making of this episode because I am assured that it is Nut Shack. But when I spoke to the good women of Nut Trek the other night when Hayden was there, it seems that we've been getting the name of this shop wrong for more than 20 years.
I went to the Victoria markets and looked around for a while for a nut shack. I found a Nut Trek, a Nut Domain, and a Nut... and a Nut...
They've branched out.
And a Nut Kingdom. And I was like, where is the shack?
An entire kingdom of nuts.
This is the only one that had Christmas fruit mince on display.
To me, it looked correct.
Now, how, I was going to say, how would your family eat the fruit mince pies, but you said you don't eat them.
So in my memory, they were just from about mid-December or maybe early December on, they were just always there on a wire cooling rack on the side of the kitchen.
Okay.
For anyone to come and eat, which obviously I didn't do. But the little pastry balls, which I'm telling you are like crack, those would go instantly into me.
So this isn't a case of your mum hiding in the corner to eat a fruit
smashing
mince pie.
pies.
No, she's not a pie smasher, but it's more of a slow grazing throughout the day.
Well, have a great wedding. Thank you
town.
very much for letting us do this, Meg.
Bye, good luck.
Have fun.
Usually for fruit mince pies, you'd need raisins, sultanas, cherries, apricots, cranberries, currants, dates, marmalades, rum, sugar, and mixed spices. But this recipe uses all of 2 ingredients.
Pastry and fruit mince.
But the fruit mince absolutely has to be from Nut Trek at the Queen Victoria markets. This is a direct order from Meg's mum. Since we did our last run of family recipes, we got a dog. And
We're talking now.
we're talking now. And I'm only saying this, and you have bumped into him on the way in. Louis good. But he's a beagle, and he will try and eat the food on the table.
Maybe that's someone will eat the fruit mince pies, so it's all right.
Anything that's beyond this strip,
Oh, so this is a guide almost. It's not
yeah,
decoration. This is
tinsel
the
is
dog safety guide.
he will jump and eat anything here.
All right, I'm ready for you, Louis.
All right, let's make the pies that no one likes. Step 1, get the defrosted short crust pastry and put it on the bench. Step 2, get the fruit mince out of the fridge.
It doesn't smell bad.
Oh, that's okay. It does smell like Christmas.
It does. This is Christmas sludge.
Meg showed me a text from her mum that was like, why are they doing this? This is very basic and not special.
All right.
Okay,
That's
cool.
also a good t-shirt.
Now cut out the circles from the pastry for the base of the pies. To do this, you'll need a very special utensil.
Do you think a wine glass with a stem or without a stem?
I think you want the stem for pushing power to really help cut out those stars.
Using the wine glass, cut out the circles in the pastry. And if you do this right, you'll get the star-shaped bits of pastry that go on top of the pies in the negative pie space between the circles. That's it, that's the star.
Oh man,
This is what Jesus died for.
for fruit mince tart stars.
Meg's mum was right. This is a pretty easy dish, and we would have made it pretty quickly, but we started to realise having a beagle as a sous chef wasn't a good idea.
No, these are not your fruit mince pies.
I'll stay here on dog watch. Yeah. Do you think that would...
You can't have the butter.
He's trying to be
Wants
one.
to go on the internet. But why don't you try that though? It's going to be the same thing. Hey, look, hey!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
This Christmas is chaotic.
One on the... No.
Stop ruining Christmas. No, I think you want it all as one bit. Otherwise, come on, you can't have any fruit mince pies. Hey! Stop going for the fucking fruit mince.
Well, we relieved the dog of his kitchen duties and sent him for a walk. Let's finish these pies.
Put the pastry in the pie tins and fill them up with the Christmas sludge.
Are you a fan of Christmas pudding?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so.
So you like the pudding, but you don't like the tarts.
Well, the pudding is merely a vehicle for ice cream. Kate's family will do a pudding. Haven't done it in a while. But they put coins in it? Did you?
Oh, yeah, that's a traditional thing, which, given COVID and everything, do you think they'll be doing it this year, or
Well, you wash the coins, wouldn't you?
do you wash your money, do you?
I'm putting it in a pudding.
Well, that's handy as well. Like, is it good luck if you bite down on the coin, or
I think you meant to find it first, and then it's a race to the $2.
so you got to dig through your pudding to find the coin before you can eat it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, man. But let's face it, pretty little reward. Like, they'd be using silver in there, wouldn't they? No gold?
No, they put in ones and twos.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Which, when you're like 10 years old,
That's a game
some-
changer. Yeah, that's all right.
That's some cash.
All right, I'm on board with this.
Like, I wouldn't call it a money maker. Like, I'm not,
Mum, when I grow up, I want to be a pudding eater.
I reckon I could do about 50 a day. That's 20 to $100. Yeah.
It's the modern day gold panning.
Once the pies are full of mince, put the specially crafted Christmas stars on top, and you should be left with some pretty good looking pies ready to go in the oven.
You know how sometimes life doesn't turn out the way you thought it would? These embody that a lot. Like this is, I feel like there was something different in the picture. These are like the wish.com versions of mince pies. What's that?
It's an axe head.
Axe head. Oh, nice. Very festive.
Now before you put them in the oven, gather all your leftover pastry bits and make them into balls, which is apparently the real reason you even cook the fruit mince pies.
Put it all in the oven, which is set somewhere between 180 to 200 degrees for 10 minutes.
Here they are, the shabby chic fruit mince pies a la Meg's mum.
Cheers. not bad.
Why are they good? Let me try one of Meg's favourite balls.
Well done.
The balls that Meg loves really need some fruit mince to make them work because they are plain.
Yeah, not a fan. Meg?
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 You there, Meg? Hey! Fruit Mince Pies!
They look pretty good.
There are...
They're a bit rubbish looking, but they taste okay.
Yeah, that's got the homemade charm. I think that's lovely.
Show her one of the real shit ones.
Okay, you ready?
That's quite poor.
Meg, these are really good. Nut Trick Mince is really good. Like, this has flipped my understanding of Fruit Mince Pies.
That's amazing. I should try one.
I know. I'm on Team Mum right now.
But I don't know about the dough.
You don't like the dough?
It's not bad. It's very savoury.
You know what it needs? Mince.
I am taking this as a personal betrayal. I really thought you guys would be team scrappy ball of dough, and now you're team Meg's mum.
Maybe as like a bar snack or something, they would kind of work.
It's about the squishy inner.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe we overcooked them then.
Is the inner not squishy?
No,
they're very dry.
They're very dry.
But the mince pies, they're not dry, they're moist.
Oh, they're just it is Christmas in my mouth, and it makes me really happy. Well, Meg, we just wanted to say thank you again, and thank you for taking the second Zoom amongst Chivroy Wedding.
Yes, I no longer have access to the library, but I've got this quite nice clock.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, Meg, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Have fun at
Meg.
your wedding.
Thank you, happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Dan.
No, enough.
Well, we weren't satisfied with just fruit mince pies for Christmas, so Lachlan and I decided to make a roast for the crew, which was just Tom. I went and got the food and left Lachlan in charge of getting us some Christmas outfits. Fair to say, he f***ed up.
What? We looked good.
Holy moly. They only had sexy Luigi.
'Twas 6 weeks before Christmas, and all through the kitchen trifle was made, with cherries, no pips in. Lamb and potatoes were put in a dish, whilst Hayden whipped cream, he made his big wish.
Furby.
You see, Hayden wanted his friends to be happy, but Lachlan made eggnog, and boy was it crappy. Food was served up and put on the plates, and so it begun, the feast with 3 mates. Stories, drinks, and jokes, ha-ha! There was more meat than the dress of Gaga. Displays of emotion, so warm and so gooey. It was a big day, too much for poor Louie. Despite what Meg said, they learned a surprise. They were not Team Doughball, but in fact were Team Fruit Mince Pies. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Guess what, Lachlan? You were my KK.
Oh, that's so funny because you were mine.
Here you go. It's a hat.
Oh. Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you have a great Christmas.
You got me a laptop?
Yeah, I did. See you next year.
Wow.
Happy Christmas.